Hi, I'm Otis, and I've decided I'm just going to show little snippets of my daily life, maybe to entertain and possibly you can take something from it, improve yourself, or relate, because, man, you do the same thing. I really enjoy green tea, and I really appreciate the health benefits that it has for me. Of course, there's all sorts of material that you can read on the internet about green tea and its health benefits, fighting cancer, heart disease, stroke. Weight loss is a big one. A lot of people attribute their weight loss to green tea. But for me, it's more of a personal, cultural experience that I have to go through. It's part of the way that I meditate, part of the way that I put those things during the day behind me. So let's get to it. I have my little steeping pot that I bought at an Asian food market. I've got my cup, and I know it's not dainty like the ones you see in Chinese movies, but still, it works. And then I've got my loose leaf green tea. Now this stuff was picked, and they say on the container, leaf by leaf, in the mountains in China. It's called Emerald Path Nourish Tea, and it's fantastic, delicious. I prefer the loose leaf, but of course, if you want to drink green tea and you're on a budget, and there's nothing wrong with Uncle Lee's or something that's cost $5 for 100 pouches at your local supermarket. I think the main point is that you're getting the stuff in you and experiencing the pleasure of drinking it. Now I've boiled some water, and we're going to get right to it. I'll show you the steeping pot. You've got your pitcher, you've got whatever this container is, and your filter, and your lid. Now if you look closely, when I have this sitting here, if I turn it, you see that it goes up just a tiny bit. Yes? And that's important. You want to make sure that when you pour your liquid in there, that it's down. Not up, but down. Put about a teaspoon of tea leaves into your little teapot. No, it doesn't have to be exact. Now I'll be right back with the hot water. Now I know that usually packets of tea will tell you to steep the tea for 5 minutes. Sometimes they say even 10 minutes. But the proper amount of time to steep green tea, loose leaf, like this, is 2 minutes, no longer. So we'll just wait for 2 minutes. Now, actually there's this movie that just came out a little while ago called Red Cliff by John Woo. It's one of those Chinese war movies. It's fantastic. Of course, you can get the extended edition on Blu-ray. But the one little part in there that matters most to me involves a cup of tea. And the female, who's kind of the reason for the war in the first place, explains the practice of drinking tea, and actually educated me a little bit on drinking it, and made my tea drinking experience just a little bit more rich. Just a little bit more time to go. you can take this time and you can put on some music, some Chinese music. I like to listen to Chinese music. It just kind of creates that sort of like flow. Get yourself some monk robes if you want. I don't know. Get a paintbrush and some ink and do some Chinese calligraphy, or I don't know, learn a little bit of Chinese. Doesn't matter. You don't even have to involve Chinese in the whole thing. I mean, I guess they don't think American when they're eating a cheeseburger. I don't know. You know, do they try and talk English when they're getting involved and doing damage to themselves? Anyways, we're pretty close to 2 minutes, so what I'll do is I turn, and you can see it fill up, hear it. There's my cup. Now, I usually take this little fella out. And then, the experience. I want you to listen. Hold it a little high up. Pour it in. I can see the little bubbles. I can see the steam coming off of the cup of tea. Then you take the tea and you wave it. And you smell that rich bouquet. And it's beautiful. It's a peak experience. You go from sniffing the air of nothing, and you come in to the little steam cloud that's coming up, and it fills your nostrils, and you kind of get a sense of the richness and complexity of this thing. And then it's time to taste. Now you can sit and let it warm your hands and smell the beautiful and delicate aroma of the tea. And then you taste it. Give yourself a little slurp. Hear that little sound. Get everything involved in your experience. Whatever music you choose to put on, put something peaceful on, something that'll relax and soothe you. Or total quiet, which I like, actually. Yeah. You see, and then there's the complexity of the flavor is a totally different experience. It's an experience of peaks and valleys, it's just wonderful. This is part of my day that I treasure. This is what I love. I hope that you might be able to try it out and love it too. Thanks for watching. See me next time. Maybe we'll make some tacos.